Hi, my name is Alexis Martinez, and for my 2-month goal, what I want to achieve is hypertrophy. And in order to do so, in Mesocycle 1, Week 1, I'm going to focus on strength. And what that's going to look like is my sets are going to consist of 3 sets, repetitions up to 12, and my rest time is going to be up to 30 to 60 seconds. And my first exercise I have today is a push-up, and we're just going to go ahead and lie prone onto a mat as such. Make sure our feet are together, our palms of our hands are right next to our chest, and we're going to go ahead and fully extend at the elbows, bringing our whole body up. Make sure our hips are in line with our shoulders, and when we come back down, we're just going to go ahead and flex at the elbows as such, and do the same movement patterns as discussed. And the progression of this would be just put our feet on an elevated surface as such, and go down, and come back up. Progression, put our hands onto that elevated surface, go down, come back up. Easy. Next exercise I have today is a one-handed carry. I'm gonna go ahead and use a propane tank because I'm gonna have to be a little creative around here. What we're gonna wanna make sure is our chest is loud and proud, our scaps are retracted, and make sure we're activating the core so we don't sway when we walk. And we're gonna go ahead and do this for 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and do that for 30 seconds, up to 3 sets. Next exercise I have for us is hip thrusts. For a hip thrust, what we're gonna wanna do is just come onto that supine position onto a mat as such. When we're in that supine position, we're gonna make sure our feet are right under our knees as such, and we're gonna make sure we fully extend at the hips, bringing it up to the sky, and we're gonna go ahead and do that for 12 sets. 12 sets as such. The progression of this would be grab a band, put that around my thighs, and once we have that around our thighs, we're gonna go ahead and do the same movement patterns, but when we come up, we're gonna want to try to break the band. So we're gonna try to separate it with our thighs, and we're gonna feel it down in our lower thighs and our glutes. Regression of this would just be hold this position for 30 seconds for 3 sets. Next exercise I have are rows. So we're gonna go ahead and come right here. And for these banded rows, we're gonna wanna make sure the band is at our chest level. We're gonna bring the band up to this length, make sure it's a good length, make sure our elbows are slightly bent, and make sure our knees are slightly bent also. Chest, or our backs are gonna be straight, and we're gonna flex at the elbows, bringing the band towards our chest, and our backs are gonna be straight as such. All right, that's good. Progression of this would be get a stronger resistance band, regression, get a less stronger resistance band. Next exercise I have are lunges. And for this lunge, what we're gonna wanna do is go ahead and take 1 step forward, drop all the way onto the opposing knee. And once the knee touches the ground, you're gonna wanna come back right up. And you're gonna just wanna alternate when you get up to 12. Progression of this would be to go down onto that one knee and bounce off. And you're gonna wanna alternate sides as such. Regression would be just to focus on that one leg, come up, and continue. Next exercise I have is a plank. For this, what we're gonna wanna go ahead and do is find a flat surface, go into that prone position. As such, make sure our feet are together, make sure our elbows are right under our shoulders, and we're gonna bring our hips up as such. Once our hips are up, we're gonna wanna make sure our hips are in line with our shoulders, and we're gonna hold this position for 30 seconds. Once we do that, our progression is going to be to find an elevated surface, sort of like the push-ups, and go ahead and put our feet onto that floor and our elbows onto the ground right here. And we're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. Regression would be as such, almost similar to a push-up. We're just gonna put our hands onto that elevated surface and hold that position. And those are my 6 exercises. Thank you for watching.